Carroll County Public Schools to join class action lawsuit against social media companies. Lawsuit alleges social media linked to eating disorders, anxiety, depression among students. I'll be honest. I do think that social media, depending on what you subscribe to and are following, can lead to depression and anxiety. Eating disorders, and can that be caused via depression? Then I guess by default it would be, right? But I definitely do think depression as well as anxiety, right? Because you start to play like the comparison game, right? You follow all these big celebrities or just people you might know that only post the best of their life. They don't post the worst. They don't post the bottom. They don't post when they're going through something, right? So you never know that. You only see the good. So you're comparing your life to theirs, and it looks so amazing. It looks like they're having so much fun. In your life, you think that you're miserable when you're not realizing how grateful you should be. You're not living in a cardboard box, right? And shut your ungrateful ass up, right? People will be on social media, follow all these accounts, and just set a trap for themselves. The comparison game is never good. For one, it's a sin, right? One of the most deadliest, 7 deadly sins, if I'm not mistaken, right? Envy. I got a documentary video about that on my main channel. Check that out if you want to know. It should be in an educational playlist. But yeah, that's a really dangerous thing to play with, right? So it will lead into deep depressions the way you're comparing yourself to others and wondering why you're not doing as good as them. What I think is a good solution is follow the people that you actually get value from, right? That's what I do. I follow people that give me information, right? Just from watching, whether it's they teaching a certain skill or they're just a good example on how I'm living life, right? Things of that nature. Quotes, right? Like I follow not meme channels, but quote channels or inspiration channels and things of that nature. That's how I start my morning right. I think that's the best way to get around all of that is to still use social media, but only follow and subscribe to people that give you value. It could be advice, whatever. Weight loss advice, follow that. Inspirational things, stuff like that. Because that's what I believe. Carroll County Board of Education is set to officially become a part of the class action lawsuit against social media giants. I don't think that's going to work. These social media giants got money. Social media companies targeted by a lawsuit include Meta, Snapchat, Google, possible others. The lawsuit will allege that social media is responsible for increased incidence of eating disorders, anxiety, depression among students. It's going to be hard for you to prove that on a higher scale, right? Because there's always going to be the argument of, how about you just don't go on the app if it's that bad, right? If these are students and they're teenagers or children, shouldn't their parents have control over what apps they have access to, right? There's so many other solutions. Why are these kids on their phone at school, right? There's so many solutions. I do think that social media can lead to depression, anxiety, all that. But there's mad solutions before you go to suing the whole social media, because that can end bad. People never think about the negative effects. They never think about the negative effects of what they do. That could end horribly. What we are alleging is in this lawsuit is that these companies are addicting to children on platforms to profit. That's where you're messed up. It's addicting to everyone, not just children. At the same time, they are aware of the harm's platform that they are sending harmful and divisive content to children. Fam, I don't think you're going to be able to get this off. You know what's really scary about this? And y'all know I'm the movie and TV show guy, right? Black Mirror, one of my favorite anthology series. Oh man, it's so dope, so dope. And one of the main reasons why it's dope is because it's terrifying. And it's terrifying. Let me just tell you a short little story, nothing too crazy. And then I'm talking about like a few sentences. When I was taking writing classes, right? SBS knows how to write. I remember my writing instructor, she was asking for recommendations from the class of like shows and movies she could watch. And maybe we could come in and talk about it the next day and discuss the writing portion. And I remember I suggested Black Mirror. And she's like, nope, never gonna watch that. I was like, wait, what? Why are you not gonna check it out? The writing is phenomenal. She says, oh, because it's too realistic. Everything in there is not scary because it's like some fantasy. It's scary because these things are like really close to happening if it didn't already happen. And I thought about like, oh, yeah, actually, that's a fact. That's like kind of the whole point of Black Mirror is when you turn your TV off, it's a Black Mirror. It's reflecting back at you. So there made an episode about this exact thing. This exact topic that we're reading about. That's terrifying. It's Black Mirror. How many other things on there might come true? Ooh, if we could store memories, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I think they're going to have a hard time proving that social media platforms, it's their sole responsibility to raise children and not the parents or not even the teachers to watch them. Why are their phones out in school? I know we couldn't pull our phones out when I was in school. Implement that rule, and then the next step from there would be the parents and them getting active. It's not hard to monitor your kids' social media if they even have it or are allowed to have it. But yeah, that's my opinion on that.